Hello, fellow enthusiasts of exertion and self-improvement. Here's a quick test just to see where I am. I haven't tried any PRs for a while. I tend to do warm-up sets and then usually just 3 sets of 5 and sometimes a drop set. And I'm really trying to stay within my limits so I can't do any damage to myself. One thing I found out is that some of the pain I was getting in my legs is definitely from kicking. So I'm kicking less often now, which I hate to do. I really hate that because I like kicking. I was interested in Muay Thai before I ever started to focus much on boxing, but I think that's one of the limitations of age, and I'll be making a video about kicking as you get older soon because it's something that I think a lot of people probably have to make adjustments to. And I'm getting off the subject already. I haven't tried PRs for a while. I'm not going to try a single best today. I'm just going to go for what feels comfortable and see where I am compared to where I've been in the past, mainly with squatting and bench pressing. Bench pressing, unfortunately, I've still not beat my previous of 97, which I've done it a few times, but never very fast. Always clean, but a little bit wobbly on the way up from time to time. May not quite make it in the powerlifting meet. Squatting, my best is 150. And I've not gone above 130 for a while, not gone above, I think 87, maybe I did the odd 92 a little while ago on the bench press. I'm not really trying for a top PR, I'm just trying to get close to my previous without doing any damage or anything like that to see where I am and then know how I'm going to do towards the rest of the year. I'd definitely like to squat 160 this year, bench press, well, 102 at least. I'd rather it be a little bit higher than that, we're going to have to see. I'm going for deadlifting 200 kilos. I think that's reasonable. I'm working up really slowly, just going 5 kilos at a time. I have got to 150 and I did 150 with minimal discomfort. I still have a left lower back injury that bothers me sometimes, but when I did 170 just under a year ago, I think, it hurt on the way up. I could tell it was disturbing that. This was when my legs were way too straight. I think I'll get 30 kilos out of just using my legs. So I think the 200 is well within my ability. I might do it now. I'm sure I'll do a 180, but I'll probably injure myself. So I'm going up 5 kilos at a time, roughly every 3 weeks. Really easy. I'm trying to work below the injury. And it's important to do that. I think it is going to work out. That means today, on this general test day, I've just had a bit of a deload, call it a deload, but I've been building a shed for a base, so I've been hauling bags around of all sorts of things, pushing panels up, and it's not that much of a deload. In fact, digging is really something that gets my lower back, but I'm hoping what I've done over the last week with that sort of thing has strengthened it a little bit, and I have some signs that it might be strengthening a bit, and if so, maybe I need to take a bit more of a break every now and then and dig holes in the garden. We'll see about that. So today I'm going to push a bit hard with the squatting, a bit with the bench pressing. Afterwards I'll deadlift, but I might just go up to 140 or something just to work the muscles a bit without pushing them. And then I'll just do some pull downs to finish it off and a few overhead presses so it feels complete. This is just what I sometimes do if I've had a break. It's only been a fairly short break because I was working at other stuff, but I sometimes like to do a whole body day in one session, no accessories. So I'm starting from an even level, it feels. Everything's been addressed. It doesn't really make a lot of sense. I could just go straight back into my normal split. But while I'm at that, I'm going to see if I can get a little bit higher and gauge how close to my previous PRs I am. And that's enough talking. Warm-ups first. I'll keep it all really quick until I get to a number that's a little bit worth investigating. Here goes. I forgot to put the camera on before. What a bloody amateur. With warm-ups, I tend to do 12, 8 and 6. In this case, there'll be 6 at 90 kilos. Then, any higher I go than that, I'll probably just do 3s this time. So that's not working the body very hard, it's testing the body. We'll pull out one for today. Sometimes I do more, especially if it's a cold day, and of course it has been cold up until recently, and sometimes I'll do 15 to start with, maybe even 15 on the second set. But if I do that, I know I'm taking it out of me. If I do 15 with a bench press at 27 and 15 at 47, then I consider it, although I'm warming up, it's working as well. It's certainly working the muscles and developing them. Garlic, of course. You have to take care to drink enough water. Otherwise, you get a bow on the back, think that you really need another drink. That feels good. I like that because on a bad day, 90 might feel as though I've got a bit of weight on my back, but that felt really pretty easy there. But contrary to what I said then, that didn't go up that easy. So I'm sure I'll get to 120, but maybe I won't get any further today. And similarly with the bench press, when I'm at 67, it tells me how the day's going to go. That went up more easily than the squat, and it wouldn't normally be the case, so it might be a good day for bench pressing. We'll find out. Well, I'm never afraid to say when I'm an idiot, and I am. I deliberately only did 2 on 87 because they felt pretty good, so maybe I'll be able to go a bit higher than I thought. So I'm saving everything now. The 3 times 110 felt a bit tough, and I forgot the belt. I'm not that happy at finding 3 at 110 going up hard, but I'm pretty pleased at doing 110 without a belt. So I'll come back in a minute with a little bit more, and we'll see where I get. Well, there's 130, so I know I can squat 130, and it wasn't a terrible struggle. I call that handling the weight. I think maybe I could do a 140, but it would be at my limit. So I know I've been a little bit stronger on the squat. When I went up to do the 150, I spent about 3 weeks going up through 130, 140. Then I fouled, and then I did it a couple of weeks later. So I had to work at it, and I knew I'd lost some strength last year. I also, after the 2 at 120, I tried a 97 and it wasn't moving. So I think we know that at the moment 87 is my limit on the bench press, unfortunately. And I was surprised because I thought I might have squeezed out a third. And if I could do 3 at 87, which I have done several times, I expect to do one at 92 definitely. Maybe I could still push out a 92 if I'd gone straight to it anyway. Now I will see if I can just at least do 2 at 87, so I know I'm handling 87. Then I'll do a drop set, probably 167. So I've worked everything well, and then I'll just do pull downs, deadlifts. When, as I mentioned earlier, I'll be doing deadlifts up to about 120 kilos, nothing more. I wouldn't try to deadlift properly on a day when I have already squatted. Okay. Well, considering after losing a bit of strength in 2025, then towards the end of last year, I could only do a single 87. I don't know if I'd have managed a third then, so I've got a long way to go. But at least I know that. So I've worked out what I should today. Do a deload set, drop set, and I'm a little bit disappointed, but there you have it. I'm not 130 I can live with, but I'd like 130 to have gone up a little more easily. I could try 140 now, but then I'd probably risk pulling something a little bit, so I'll keep it as it is. And I've achieved what I meant to, really, just with mild disappointment, and at least I'm right back into it after my week of taking a bit of a break. That's it then. Can't help being a bit disappointed, but I'll keep pushing hard. I am working pretty hard now. Got to keep it up. And thanks for watching. Tried to make this one pretty short, hopefully editing left it less than 20 minutes, we'll see. Thanks for watching. My name's Mark, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.